Hey! Here on a dreary Tuesday morning, the studios are looking like it's gonna have its fair share of goers today. So let's not waste any time because we have a lot that we've got to check out. Let's go. We'll start off here in CityWalk with the old Escapology escape rooms. They are kicking it into high gear now. There's a lot of guys coming in and out of there like little worker ants, man. The outside's looking great. We've got these designs going up on all the windows, really keeping with that kind of gear theme. It looks like they're going to actually redo this outside patio here. Maybe they're going to build the walls a little higher so that you can't really see much of that black hole.
You sure about that?
But I don't know if they're going to do anything else with that other than just make that kind of a scenic view from like right here. Other than that, this is kind of what it looks like right now. It's looking great and they're working really hard, so we're probably not too far off now from this place opening. Still no actual like announced date yet, but that'll come soon enough, I'm assuming. And I'm also assuming that following closely behind that opening date will be some sort of announcement of an opening date here of this security entrance on this side. They've got the pavers kind of laid out now. It looks like they're going to start actually laying them down. It looks like they actually have already started laying these pavers down. So this will be a nice solid ground probably pretty soon. That's probably not going to take that long for them to do. And then they can start building up after that. And then this whole section over here will pretty much be almost done with the exception of that Raiders store.
Nice.
All right, and looking out over this other security checkpoint now, it looks like they're actually, I don't know what these are, these little markers here that are popping up along this whole little valley. Maybe that was the markers to where they're gonna run the tubing, because they've got the piping kind of run in now. Obviously it's not connected yet because they're still kind of grouting it. And then they'll just kind of bury it back up. And then I guess after that, they flatten the area and then start putting these pavers up. Whether or not this is going to be more than just a security checkpoint is really up in the air at this point, because there's still a lot of these big unanswered questions that we have, like what is this giant hole directly underneath us here? And if it is just a security checkpoint, what do they need all this room for? So I don't know yet, but this is kind of what it looks like now, and maybe someday we'll get some answers here, and then after this is done, then maybe we get the announcement of the hotel.
Maybe!
For this area, I don't know. Just spitballing here. Well, the rest of CityWalk, however, is just kind of moving along as you would expect it to be moving along right now. The NBA store looks like they're actually doing stuff in there. It appears right now they're putting on some extra pavers in front of that Starbucks, and as of right now, it looks like that AMC work might just be a facelift. We have yet to see. They've got a couple openings of some of the shops up here closer to the park entrance that we are anticipating, and then after that, maybe they move forward with more things out here. But as of now, it's still just kind of being hollowed out in preparation for
something.
And in case you weren't aware, it is still spring break and there's a lot of people here today, and it's going to probably stay like this all week and probably next week as well, as the epicenter of spring break tends to kind of focus around the weekend of Easter. So just be aware of that. You got to bring a little patience today, but there's plenty of people to talk to if you're in a social gaming mood.
Do I look to be in a gaming mood?
I love it. What's aptly being renamed as the 10 Forward Bar. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be One Piece or Star Trek or maybe just a mishmash of everything. Maybe this is just where all sci-fi universes meet.
By your powers combined.
I also am legally obligated to feed the princess before we are allowed to go any further into the park, she said. So until she is full, we cannot enjoy the festivities. Okay, the princess has been fed. She's nice and full and fat and happy.
I'm feeling fat and sassy.
So she has allowed us to head down to the studio tour and relax for 45 minutes to an hour. So get your restroom breaks in now.
Excuse me, I must use the restroom.
There's a lot of things that we got to look at on the studio tour now that really don't necessarily pertain to the studio tour, but it's that time of year where Harley gets excited. It's speculation season, baby.
His family,
chock full of cool things to look at. I mean, Fast and Furious coaster, first of all. It just looks massive when you're driving right next to it.
Hitchcock's bungalow. He is known as the master of suspense.
Looks like they've already started construction
legacy in there. The Digital Rentals company also works
for Halloween Horror
famous for bringing
not only is the tent up,
to the silver
but there's
screen.
already construction back
now we're going to
there.
see some of our newer sound
Nothing in
stages right next to the
12 yet.
bungalows, 25 and 26.
But I'm sure that's
they're
to
built
come.
a little bit,
And
so
then the Metro
really it's
sets,
all thanks to those
pretty much
classic
closed
monster
on the back
movies
of it because
and
they're
plot.
working super
We created
fast, super
a
diligently to
gorgeous
get
mural So coming
FanFest
up
stuff
on our
from
right, we're
Back
going
to
to
the
see this
Future
gorgeous
event.
mural of
And then
spray
there's
paint
King
put
Kong,
in.
which is
So
always
create this
one of me and
gorgeous
Harley's
piece of
favorite
work. I
parts of
love
this tour.
all the different styles.
Also,
Here
something
enough,
that I
it's the
noticed
voice.
when we were walking into this tour.
If you
is
are
they
a
have
fan of the show, you know that we
Jurassic Park
kind of
banner
change the
hanging where
judges
Fast
or
and Furious
their
Supercharged
coaches,
one
change
used to
the
be. Now
coaches
that-
around
those
every.
banners
And so
represent
we've got some newcomers
the
and some returning
attractions that
faces
are on
this
this
time.
tour.
Hey, what's up,
Jurassic Park hasn't been a part of this tour for a very long time. They shut it down last year. Does this mean that we're finally going to get that section back? Because that would be noise.
Through.
Oh,
I didn't
there he goes.
expect you. That is
Before we were rudely
his new
interrupted
knife,
by
and you
Norman
wanted to
Bates
show it
and his
off to
knife.
everybody.
Always
We
good
need
to go through
change this
Jaws.
route,
Always
Chris.
good to go through Earthquake. And then
I think
love
Mother
these
might be home
back
too, so if you
areas
see her in
here
the
with
window,
the
give her a
Bates
wave
Motel
for me.
and the Psycho House and the cars, which oddly enough seem the Back to the Future vehicle.
We're gonna head into a
Because it was built
disaster
for,
next.
you
Early, we're
guessed
going
it,
into the crash site
production.
set from.
I will say they do need to come up with some sort of finale for that tour because it ends so abruptly. Maybe even getting rid of that ridiculous Jimmy Fallon song, because having that as a lasting impression on the tour
kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
But on the plus side of that, they are starting construction and the H lot as well for Halloween Horror Nights, and they've already got that facade skeleton pretty much all the way up. Harley is super excited about it, as she should be. We all should be.
That means you, Gary.
Boy, I tell you what, man.
I'll tell you what.
Whether you love it or hate it, want to see it stay or want to see it go, Springfield is always one of the more hopping choke points of this upper lot here. There's always so many people here. Now, I know that this is kind of just like a throughway to the lower lot in the studio tour, but still, like, it's always kind of shoulder to shoulder in this area. I'm going to go to the lower lot. I don't necessarily know if it's the right move to make here, but I'm going to do it anyway because
it's sterile and I like the taste.
I like to live life one gear at a time, or whatever he says.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
And this week we've actually gotten a lot of movement on this Hillside Mystery Project here. They're driving those really long holes deep into the ground, setting the stage to, I guess, build a retaining wall. You see it starts about halfway back from that little road that they've been kind of building, and I believe once those are all laid down, they're going to start cutting back this mountainside here. They've also started cutting down some sort of like little rivet in the road here to maybe run some power across underneath, and then I don't know if they're going to dig under the road, but this divot could be used for power or not. I don't know. I don't know
anything, really. You know nothing.
Jon Snow.
But it does look like they are starting to move forward on this retaining wall. And word on the street is that it is right now just a retaining wall. But that's not to say that they're not pushing this hill back to make room for a larger lane for the studio tour to come in and out of. I don't know, just saying. Yeah, as I suspected, the lower lot is a bit of a jungle to walk through right now, but we got another stage here. They did do that for some grad nights last year, but it's another stage, possibly for FanFest nights, which means the party's not just going to be in the plaza upstairs. No. They're spinning bangers down here, too.
It was banger after banger after banger.
All night long. We're only like 2 weeks away, you guys, so get excited. FanFest is coming. It's real, and it's coming.
My God! Okay, it's happening.
I don't know if you got a stroller getting into Super Nintendo World, it's a bit of a pain in the arse at the Disneyland-style, super crowded stroller parking section all the way across from the entrance. I didn't miss this.
Stop being such a baby!
Before we head into Super Nintendo World, though, I did want to make mention that it's crazy to see like the takeover of Dungeons and Dragons down here with the, obviously the interactive zone, and then they've got this, whatever this is over here, either a little grab-and-go spot or a photo op, probably a photo op, and then the bar up above Jurassic World Outfitters. So it's like all Dungeons and Dragons down here. They ain't messing around. They're taking over. All that being said, though, let's go into a video game. Just walking in, coming into this land may have been a worse choice than milk.
Milk was a bad choice.
There's a lot of people here shoulder to shoulder. And because it's not a very big land, it's pretty easy for it to fill up. So it is fun to see the amount of energy that's in this world. It's just, unless you plan on standing in line for an hour and some odd minutes for Mario Kart, this really wouldn't be the place for you. And in all honesty, it's not the place for me and Harley right now either. So we're gonna do what we do best and run away.
Run away! Run away!
Go see what's going on in Parisian Street. Yeah, I know the track is done. We're here still doing this. There's still a lot of work to be done. A lot of piping to be laid, it looks like, in the ground over there. Do something with this big box here, make it maybe storage or something. I was told that there's a possibility that that little house structure that's being built next to the show building could possibly be a lookout point, as well as extended queue. So maybe those posts are so high, maybe they're gonna put plexiglass between them or something. That would be super cool to have the coaster kind of zoom by you that close. It's going to be cool enough watching the coaster from up here when it's going, but to be able to watch it that close would be really cool because you're not going to really be able to see it when you're inside the show building in the line. I thought that they would have gotten a lot further along with the sound wall, but they haven't really done anything yet. It looks like they're still kind of messing with stuff over there. I don't really know what they're building. Maybe an underground bunker for, maybe that's Vault 33 over there.
It's Vault 33 for you and for me.
You get it.
But I'm expecting to start seeing a lot of like superficial changes with just like the layout of the land and stuff over the next couple months. That's my guess anyway. I don't really know how these things work, but it really is cool how fast this is going up. I know I state it every single week, but we're gonna be getting those little LSM launches pretty soon for this last little launch back up the hill. That's gonna make me black out every time. And hopefully, fingers crossed, testing in a matter of months. One family of brave souls. I don't think we stopped by this way last time. Let's go see if anything's new over here. Nah, it's a whole lot of nothing. I don't know what I was expecting, but
This is Illumination Land.
here's some good news about these wait time banners is they're gonna be digital, which means they'll be more up to date, which is very good news.
Good news, crybabies.
Just take a lap around the park and you see all of the FanFest stuff out. It really gets me excited. Like, I cannot reiterate how excited I am for this.
That I'm especially psyched out of my mind about.
It's gonna be such a weird, different experience, and it might take a second to get used to, but I think it's gonna be super cool, and I think it's gonna be really successful, and I'm excited for its future. I really am. I was hiding over here by the side waiting, but I guess we can try Hogsmeade.
Saddle up, partner.
They definitely picked the right time of year to do butterbeer season because this place is packed even without any kind of extra perks for coming here. Add a little butterbeer treat on top of that and you've got yourself a packed Hogsmeade. I got myself stuck back here in the back and now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get out. Perhaps this back alley.
You chose
Poorly.
I think that's gonna do it. I got most of the stuff that I think I needed to get. I don't think I forgot anything. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did, stay tuned next week, I guess. Right now, I gotta go pick up my kids.
I got 4 kids to feed.
So until we see you up on the mountain here at the studios or back down there at the farm, we will catch you all on that flippity flop.